Okay guys, I just left Laurier metro station. So we're gonna go to Mile End and we're gonna go to Fairmount Bagel. It's actually considered to be Montreal's first bagel bakery. It opened in, I have Wikipedia open somewhere, I'll look it up. So we're gonna go check that out, and obviously it's snowing because it's Montreal and we're having second winter. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out. So the Mile End area is super trendy. There's a lot of bars, restaurants, cafes. It's a great place to visit. The rent here is a bit expensive, but if you're just here to like go for supper, go for drinks, someplace that's like a bit hipster and like a nice area, come to Mile End. So the area we're going to or are walking in is called Mile End, and it's it used to be more immigrants that lived here. Like in the 19th and 20th century, there was a high Jewish immigration in this area, specifically on Saint Laurent or St. Laurent or the Main, whatever you want to call it. And this is where like the bakeries were, the restaurants. You have like St-Viateur, you have Fairmount, you have Moisturizing, you have Schwartz's. They're all started by immigrant families. And now it's become like super hipster, super gentrified. Everything is like really expensive to live here, but it's still fun to go visit. So Fairmount is the name of the street and also the name of the bakery, but I'm not sure which one came first. I'm not sure if the bakery was called Fairmount in its original location. Not sure about that. Maybe I can ask someone who works there. I wasn't even planning on going today, but they're announcing snow starting now until Thursday, so for 3 days. I think it's gonna be like 10 centimeters of snow. It's basically just like second winter. So I decided to go today even though it's snowing, just because like if it starts snowing now, it's less than if I go like day 3 of a snowstorm basically. Okay, let's cross. So Fairmount Bagel actually opened in 1919. I think it was opened by a Russian immigrant. And they moved locations. Like the location we're going to now is not the original store location. They moved in the 50s, I think 54. And what's interesting is that the bakery is still family owned. It's been 99 years and it's still family owned. It's considered to be Montreal's like first or original bagel bakery. There's another one that's like in competition, St-Viateur. And it's funny because like the St-Viateur and Fairmount are actually like super close together. So I've always wondered, like, do they wake up in the morning and just like stare at each other and just like, you know? Do you think they just have like stare off contests in the morning? Just like wake up, open the bakery, and just like go outside in the street and just like, you know? Side note, Fairmount Bagel is cash only. I just had to run to a dep, that's what we call convenience stores in Montreal, and had to take some cash out because I think I had like 35 cents to my name.
Take a picture of you eating your awesome bagel?
No, it's okay. I'm doing a vlog actually.
Oh, good for you.
Thanks. Okay. So I just got the bagel. It's still warm actually. You can buy like just one. You don't have to buy like a whole pack. I was speaking to the lady at the front and she said that this location here used to be the owner's home. So she wasn't sure if like it was always called Fairmount, because it's called Fairmount now, but it's on Fairmount Street. But yeah, so that was the original owner's like home. Loud traffic, and yeah, I got my bagel. I forgot to specify, the proper bagel is a sesame seed bagel. I personally like everything bagels, but apparently I'm wrong in that. So when I went in there, I was like, one bagel? They were like, yep, sesame, right? Like that's like you have sesame seed bagels, that's what you eat. So let's try it. It's very sweet. They dip them in like honey water and they're super soft. They're not like overly doughy. I think the difference between like Montreal bagels and New York bagels, well, first of all, Montreal bagels are much better. Sorry, not sorry. and they're like softer and chewier. And the New York ones are just like straight up like bricks of dough. And the Montreal bagels have like a bigger hole, and the New York ones are just like, I feel like this is going a weird place. So now that I have my bagel, we're gonna go to St-Viateur Bagel, which is like less than 10 minutes away. So the Fairmount Bagel was 95 cents. There is no place to sit down. You have to like buy your bagels and get out. Like you saw, there's like stacks of bagels, there's no like tables or anything. So if you're expecting to go for like a bagel with like cream cheese and smoked salmon, Fairmount is not the place for you, but you can do that at home. So now we're going to St-Viateur Bagel, which is super close by too. I feel like St-Viateur is slightly more commercial, because if you do want to have like a sit-down cafe experience, there are actually like St-Viateur cafes all over the city. And yeah, I feel like it's not as old as Fairmount. It's still like an old bakery, but I think it came around after Fairmount Bakery. And I feel like maybe Fairmount is more hipster, and St-Viateur, it's still hipster, but it's like a little bit more commercial, because you can get St-Viateur bagels at the grocery store in Montreal too. And you cannot get Fairmount bagels in a grocery store. You can only get them like at the location. And in both St-Viateur and Fairmount, they make their bagels like on the location. Like they have like wood fire ovens, and they like make all their products there, so they make them like in location. I feel like the St-Viateur bagels you get at the grocery store are good. They're not as good as fresh, but they are much better than every other bagel at the grocery store, if that makes sense. got 4 bagels. I didn't want to eat another one because I've had enough for today. I also got some cream cheese and pickled herring, like the schmaltz herring. And I was ordering, and I realized I don't know how to say schmaltz herring in French. I was like, oui, je prends 4 bagels sésame avec du schmaltz herring. They understood what I wanted. I feel like if you want an experience where you'll be able to see more behind the scenes, if you want to see them like rolling out the dough and like using the wood fire oven, etc., go to St-Viateur. It's more like interactive in a way. You'll be able to see more, and it's a bit bigger. I feel like Fairmount is just like much smaller and you won't be able to see as much, but they're both really good, so it just depends, or try both. So the single sesame bagel at St-Viateur is 85 cents, so it's 10 cents cheaper. So I mean, it's only 10 cents, so unless you're buying like 1,000 of them, maybe it'll make a difference. So I don't know if you guys saw in the window at St-Viateur, but it's been open since like 1957, so it is much newer compared to Fairmount. In all honesty, I've always eaten more St-Viateur bagels than Fairmount. I'm not sure why. Maybe just the fact that like they're in store, like in grocery store, it's just like much easier to get, just easier access. But they're both like Montreal institutions. They've both been here for several decades. They're both important, and they both play their part in Montreal's like rich history. So if you're ever in the area and you want a good bagel, go to Fairmount or to St-Viateur. Either one is going to be good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I don't know, I feel like this is my first one in Montreal, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I can share with you guys some other parts of the city, some other little interesting nooks and crannies that maybe you wouldn't think of going if you're visiting for the first time, or maybe if you've lived here forever. I can offer an interesting perspective on things. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave in the comments where else you'd like me to go in the city. If there's different areas you want me to go to, if you have like any places in mind you want me to explore, let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know whenever I post a new video. And yeah, that was our bagel adventure. I have like my schmaltering, and so I guess like St-Viateur also had like schmaltering, and they had cream cheese and smoked salmon, so you could like make it on the go if you wanted to. Like there's lots of parks nearby. If you're here in the summer, you could just like buy your bagel and cream cheese, but that might be really annoying to eat in a park. I was just thinking out loud. Okay, I'll let you guys go. Hopefully it stops snowing. It really does feel like second winter here. Ugh. Alright, hope you guys are having a good day. I guess today's Friday. Well, when it's uploaded, it's Friday. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Let me know what you guys have planned. See you on Monday.